Thank you. Put your hand down, please. Mr. Martinez, before we proceed, I need to inform you on the record, because the record is being recorded by a court reporter, Ms. Kayleen Rivera. I need to inform you of certain rights and protections that you have. The first one is the right to remain silent. That means that you do not have to make any kind of statement. You don't have to answer questions. You don't have to submit written paperwork that has your signature, especially papers that admit or confess to wrongdoing. Do you understand you have that right?
Yes.
You also have the right to a jury trial. That means that you and your attorney could select, with participation by the state, you could select 6 people from what's called a jury pool of disinterested parties that would listen to the entire trial, all the evidence, testimony, whatever they would put up, and decide whether you're not guilty or whether you have been proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. That's called the right to a jury trial. Do you understand you have that right?
Yes.
You have the right to confront witnesses. That means if you wanted to go to trial, the state would have to put up witnesses to testify, and you and your attorney could question, cross-examine, or challenge any witness who wanted to testify or was willing and did testify. Do you understand you have the right to confront any witness?
Yes.
You also have a right of what's called the right to appeal. That right is somewhat technical in that you can do it, your attorney can do it, or the two of you can do it. And that is that after the entire matter is over and decided, etc., you could demand that a higher court review the official record of this proceeding and the evidence for whatever legal challenge you wanted to make. You'd have to follow technical rules. There's time limitations, there's form and substance in the paperwork. There's several things you'd have to be careful about, but that is the right to appeal. Do you understand you have that right?
Yes.
Also, you have the right to demand that this proceeding be held in the open public courtroom. Because of the COVID pandemic, we've not been doing that. We're starting to do it again, but at this time we're not. You have the right to make that demand, but in order to proceed today, it was necessary for you to sign or approve what's called a consent to video conference, which is what we're doing here. It's by computer. You understand you have that right?
Yes.
All right. Now, in order to proceed, you had to review legal documents with the assistance and guidance and counsel of your attorney. The first one that I will talk to you about is called what we mentioned just a moment ago, the consent to video conference. Do you understand that you have signed a written document saying that you want to go ahead and proceed today by video conference instead of the open public courtroom?
Yes.
And Ms. Garcia, did you assist Mr. Martinez in reviewing and understanding the documents that he signed for this proceeding?
I did, Your Honor. I'm not sure if he cut that.
I'm sorry?
I did, Your Honor.
Okay. Are you satisfied that you understood the documents that he signed?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
Did you yourself sign a document with the state that's titled, well, essentially what it is that it is a document that affirms that the state has complied with Article 39.14 Texas Code of Criminal Procedure in regard to the discovery required by law?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
All right. Mr. Martinez.
Yes.
Another document that you signed that is critically important is called Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonitions. This document has in it, right at the beginning, it talks about what you are charged with, how you're going to plead. It also has the report to you of what the range of punishment is for the charge that you have. It also includes 15 numbered paragraphs or sections that review a lot of your rights and protections that we've done. We've talked about some of them orally or verbally, and here in this document you discuss it in writing. Did you review this document with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes.
Now, you were charged with assault bodily injury. No, excuse me, wrong person here. You were charged with driving while intoxicated. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you're going to enter a plea on a charge, which is what state?
I'm sorry.
I'm asking the state to respond.
Oh,
What is
Yes,
the charge
Judge,
that
it's
he's going to
driving
plead
while
to?
intoxicated.
He's going to
Driving while
plead to.
intoxicated.
All right. So what will be his plea?
No contest, Judge.
All right. Is this going to be a deferred or straight probation?
Judge, this is a straight probation.
All right. Mr. Martinez, in order to enter a plea of no contest, you need to understand that a plea of no contest in this court is considered a guilty plea. And that plea is sufficient for me to convict you. Do you understand that?
yes.
Now, also, you're applying for probation, which is community supervision. Instead of going and being locked up in jail, you'll be supervised by the probation office here outside in the community. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Now, if you live up to 100%, every bit of the conditions of supervision, then you will not see the jail again on this charge. But if you fail or refuse to live up to 100% of the conditions of supervision, then the state can ask me to give you official notice, bring you in for a hearing, at which time, in my opinion, if the evidence is sufficient, I can revoke the suspension of the jail and put you in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. Now, you have also signed a document called a plea agreement.
Yes.
Did you understand what it was?
Yes.
State, tell me, I understand it's going to be a plea of no contest to the charge of DWI. What are the essentials of the plea as far as punishment?
Judge, the agreement is a $250 fine, which is to be fully probated. Court costs, 180 days, Bexar County Jail probated over 12 months, 48 community service hours, DWI education, victim impact panel, DOEP, and regular UAs.
What about, is any part of it, is there any, well, it's straight probation, okay. Mr. Martinez, to the charge of DWI, you have pled no contest, is that correct?
Yes.
Based on your plea of no contest and the evidence, I find you guilty. Now, are you working full-time?
Yes, sir.
Where do you work?
Culebra Meat Market.
And what do you earn per month?
I would say
Under oath, what would you say?
around 1,000, maybe.
1,000?
Yeah.
If you earn $7.25 an hour,
No, it's $10 an hour.
well, $10, you don't work full time?
Yeah. Yes, I work full time.
Well,
I get paid every week. It's about like 3 something. So
3 something a week times
yeah.
4 is 1,200, and
Oh, okay.
a third is 1,300. You're getting at least 1,300 a month. Do you get any overtime?
Sometimes.
So you're getting at least 1,300 a month. Do you have children you support?
No.
All right. Then, are you going to school at all?
No, sir.
All right. I accept the recommendation to fine you $250 plus court costs, fully probated. That means if you behave yourself and you live up to 100% of the conditions, then you don't pay the $250. But if you fouled up, you mess up, then you would have to pay the $250 and go to jail. You understand that?
Yes.
You are sentenced to 180 days Bexar County Jail. That's probated and suspended for 12 months. You will perform 48 hours of community service restitution. You will complete in good faith the DWI education program, the victim impact panel program, the DOEP, the drug offender education program. You will submit supervised urine samples for testing. Your supervisory fee, I will set at $29 a month.
Okay.
Now, you are ordered to appear within 1 week in the offices of County Court at Law Number 5. The purpose will be for you to have your thumbprint placed on the official documents as required by law. Do you understand that?
Yes. 1
All
week
right.
from now. So 1
Within
week
a
from
week.
now today.
If you can go today, you go today. If you can do it tomorrow, fine, but don't wait till the last day because it might be tough. But you are ordered to go and have your thumbprint placed within 1 week.
Okay.
All right. All right. Questions?
Sorry about that.
Any questions, Mr. Martinez? Luis Martinez, do you have any questions?
You said, do I have any questions? I'm sorry about that.
That's what I asked.
No, sir.
Before you leave, don't leave. You're gonna have to meet with a lady by the name of Maricela Luna.
Okay.
On the screen, it says CLO. She's a court liaison officer that will get you started and explain to you the beginnings of the probation participation. Stay on the computer and she will guide you. Any
Okay.
questions, Ms. Garcia?
You said stay on the call, sir?
Ruby Garcia, do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor, I do not.
Thank you for your time and assistance to Mr. Martinez. Any questions, Ms. Pollard?
No questions, Judge.
All right. Then Ms. Haas, any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right.